Hello, my dearest children. Welcome to another amazing and very interesting session. This is Ambika, your biology master teacher, right here on this amazing platform of Vedantu. Okay, so what is it that I have to tell you about today? Yes, you can see the topic very well on your screen, how to build addiction for studying. Why do you think I even wanted to talk about it? For the very simple reason that most of my students, most of you guys have been sending me messages and emails asking me, ma'am, how do I develop an interest in studies? It seems like a very difficult task for me. How do I develop an interest in it? Okay, so it's nothing major, it's very, very simple. And as long as we are here and you are associated with us and we will be working together, everything is going to be very, very, very simple. Okay, so just stay with me, just very, very five simple steps that anyone and everyone can follow to get addicted to studies. Why do you have to get addicted to studies? Some people might ask me, now, ma'am, why do I have to get addicted to it? Well, when you are addicted to something, it means that you don't need any extra motivation to do it. Does somebody motivate you to take a bath every day, to brush your teeth every day, to get dressed, to go out every day? No. Now, at least, there will be a lot of exceptions this year. Of course, I completely understand because 2020 is a totally different year for all of us human beings on this planet Earth. Lifestyle has changed, everything has become online. Maybe you are perhaps even more depressed that you are not able to get in touch with your teachers and your fellow classmates, your fellow students, and your friends who could otherwise have motivated you to study just by their presence, right? Unfortunately, we can't do anything about it, but let's just be thankful to whatever we have. Online education is certainly doing a lot of good this year. I completely believe in that. Yes, and it's also mainly giving you a very, very safe atmosphere to sit and learn. Right. So let's just ensure that nothing stops you from learning, nothing stops you from studying. So I think the first question, before we move on to the very first point, the first question I want all of you guys to think about and ask yourselves is, why do I not like studying so much? This may not be true for all of you. Some of you may naturally be motivated to study. Some of you may need some kind of extra motivation. So those of you who are naturally motivated to study, actually, I would like to hear from your stories also, because different things work for different people, right? So please, children, if you belong to that set of students, that set of people who are naturally self motivated to study, please do share whatever tips, whatever simple techniques have worked for you in the comment section below, okay, so that it will benefit a lot of other children here right now. Okay, but what I'm going to be sharing with you today will definitely help each and every one of you, trust me. Okay, regardless of whatever kind of student your teachers have labeled you to be, your parents have labeled you to be it excellent, medium, or average, or maybe the worst. Okay, whatever it may be, whatever you think about yourself doesn't matter. We are keeping all those negative feelings aside. We are keeping all the unnecessary extra confidence or low confidence aside, and we are going to be getting to know a few simple, very simple techniques that can benefit us, right? So, okay, so the first question, yes, as I told you, think about it. Why is it that I'm not self motivated to study? Have an answer to that, and this will make a lot better sense to you. Now, before that, children, as always, here's a positive quote for you. Think big and don't listen to people who tell you it can't be done, because life is too short to think small. Very, very simple yet beautiful statement, right? Let's all remember this, and let's have complete self confidence in ourselves and proceed with full optimism. Okay, so here is my first tip to you to get addicted to studies. Take small actions. Slow and steady wins the race. If you ever think that you are not a fast learner while your friend is a very, very fast learner, or at least faster than you, stop that comparison. It doesn't matter. That child, he or she maybe a fast learner, well, that's good for him or her, but whatever you are, accept it. Stop comparing yourself to anyone else. What can you do right now to become better than what you were yesterday, or to become better than what you were last week or last month? What step can you take? It can be anything. What I'm saying is, it's called the domino effect. Look at it; it's beautifully shown in this simple animation, right? Simple, small events which eventually add up to huge results. Even like imagine cycles in place of others. Like I have seen in my school's cycle shed also. I remember there used to be many children who would come to school by riding their cycle, and there used to be a separate cycle shed for them. And some children who would come late to school, they would be like, oh my goodness, assembly has already started and I'm already late, and they would just throw their cycles there, and like a domino effect, the next one would fall, the next one, the next one, next one, next one, and so on. So the first cycle is probably thinking, okay, I'm only knocking down one cycle. The second cycle is thinking, I'm only knocking down the third one, and so on and on and on. But then eventually, what's the result? It's a huge result, right? Everything is falling down. Likewise, let's think about it in a positive sense. Whatever small step we do today towards our goal, closer towards our goal, will certainly reach you there. Okay? Think of the hare and tortoise story itself. It's a very, very good example. One of the first stories that our elders, our parents ever told us, right? It's not because the tortoise somehow magically gained the power to run and become first in the race or anything like that. The tortoise did not give up. However slow the tortoise was, it did not bother him. The hare was there, his friend, the hare or the rabbit, was very fast, but the tortoise did not give up. He was like, okay, this is my pace. I will still have faith in my own actions, and I will take tiny, tiny steps. And what happened? Ultimately, he did win the race, right? So let's all remember that, children. Do not judge yourself based on whatever results you have achieved in the past. Another thing I want to tell you in relation to this is many small actions do lead to huge results, of course. Another angle with which I want you to think about this particular aspect is that every few minutes matter. I'm telling you this from my personal experience also. Most of you who've been following me regularly must have seen, right? I mostly talk with reference to my own personal experiences. I really like that because whatever I have learned through my experiences, I would like to share it with others. And if at all it helps somebody else to become a better person, even in a small sense, I would be the happiest person on the planet. So here I am sharing one more very, very simple experience with you. There have been many situations in my students' life when I thought that, okay, in a particular day, like I'm back from school or college. Normally, like from school, I would be back home by 3:30, 3:45 max. And after that, many times, like tea time and then shower time, sometimes like play time with my friends who lived nearby, all of that, and then homework, and it's gone. Like homework in the sense, some kind of simple assignments that the teachers would have given to be submitted the next day, and the day was gone. And I would be like, oh no, I just have half an hour more. What can I do in these 30 minutes? I don't think I can study any topic because I had all my five subjects in school today. What can I choose? Just because of that confusion, I would end up losing that half an hour which I had also. So, children, my suggestion to you, do not get carried away by that. Do not get carried away by thinking that you don't have enough time, especially now. Take it as an advantage that you are able to learn from home. We don't know how long this is going to continue though, but at least it's saving you a lot of time which might otherwise be spent on travel, right? So take it to your advantage and have a proper timetable, be it 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever. Use that time to learn at least one simple concept or even half of one concept. It can be anything. It can be like anything as simple as just photosynthesis, okay, or just mitosis, anything at all, or even working out two problems in mathematics, whatever you choose. But ensure that you do it very, very well. Because if you take such very, very tiny steps, gradually they are going to add to huge results. Trust me on this. Okay, so 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes in the afternoon, 10 minutes in the evening, or however you want to spread out your time. Even the time that you wait for something to happen, wait for your classes to begin, you are all set and ready, and you're just waiting for the teacher to come, waiting for the classes to start. I would suggest don't waste the time. Just take up your book and read up something very interesting. Certainly, it will add up to great results eventually. Maybe if you're confused about what to choose to study in those 10, 15 minutes or whatever time you have, just pick anything random. Anything random, I would suggest. Don't think it's only going to be ideal if I choose this subject or this particular topic. No, nothing like that. It's your rules that matter. Don't worry about what another person is doing. Okay? As long as you improve, that's all that matters. Okay, so this is about how tiny, very, very small actions can lead to huge results. Okay, now make smart goals. Very important. Smart in the sense, I'm not talking about the adjective smart, smart as an abbreviation. We normally say your goals have to be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant or realistic, and time bound. So when I say have a goal, or have a set of goals, what is it? Your goals, be it small or big, should be able to answer these 5 questions. Okay? S in the sense, your goal has to be specific. As in, you must know what do you want to do. You must know exactly what you want to do. Do I want to just improve my understanding of this concept? Do I want to learn it right from scratch? Should it lead to a condition where I will be better than anybody else in this particular concept? What is it? Am I trying to improve my marks in the exam, or am I just trying to gain general knowledge? What is it? Have a goal. Know your exact purpose for every single study session. This is what a specific goal would mean. And when I say a goal has to be measurable, how will you know if you have achieved it? How would you know that you have achieved it? It should be measurable. Okay, you must be able to judge yourself, okay, whether or not you have managed to make some progress. You are the only person who can answer this question. Okay, no hard and fast rules, completely left to you, but your goal has to be measurable. Okay, okay, it can be anything. The unit of this measurement can be anything. Okay, anything in the sense, it can even be something like, okay, I have learned one new concept today. So that one new concept is the unit of measurement there. It is what that measurement is represented by. Or it can be, this will help me score like 50% more marks than I scored last time. That is also a good way of measuring. Okay, whatever, however you want to measure your progress, do it. But I would suggest for every single study session, you must be able to measure your goal. And then A, or achievable. Your goal has to be achievable. Is it in your power to accomplish it? By which I mean, yes, definitely you must make realistic goals, which is somehow related to the point number 4, also relevant or realistic. Can you realistically achieve it? So A and R are actually very, very closely related there. Your goals always have to be realistic so that you can achieve it, so that it is in your power to accomplish it. If you think like, okay, I have to finish one full chapter today, it might not be a realistic task. Rather, if you think of it like, okay, I will do half of mitosis today, I will understand what prophase is, what metaphase is, maybe anaphase and telophase, I will do it tomorrow. That is also fine, as long as it's not the eve of the exam. Okay, you must have that also in mind. Okay, so this is about being achievable and relevant or realistic. And the last one, a goal has to be time bound. When exactly do you want to accomplish it? Okay, when do you want to see the actual results? It can be anything. Again, you are the judge. You are your own judge. This is completely left to your freedom. But in my personal opinion, you should feel that sense of accomplishment after every study session that you have. Okay, so be it a 2-hour long study session or a 1-hour long study session, or as I said, a 10-15 minute long study session, doesn't matter. At the end of that, you must feel that you have accomplished something. This is my personal suggestion. But it's totally left to you. You can probably aim exclusively to score in your boards, and you might have a totally different approach to it. That's also completely fine. I leave it to your freedom, but ensure that your goal is has all of these adjectives tagged to it. It has to be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant or realistic, and also time bound. Because without being time bound, there is no way you're going to have that inner pressure to achieve it. Okay, I'll do it sometime is a very very lazy attitude. Okay, it's just coming in March, the boards are coming just in March, so I can just sit back and relax now. No, you should rather be, okay, the boards are coming in March, I just have about 4.5 months right now. So how do I make the best use of it today? What do I do so that my next the rest of my 4 months are going to be a lot easier? That should be the kind of attitude that all of us must have, right? So this is about making smart goals. Now, very important, breaks are very very important, because too much of studies can actually do more harm than good. It doesn't matter whether you're studying for 1 hour, 2 hours, or even 5 hours. What is more important is how you study it. I That actually brings to my mind an example. Okay, when my sister was doing her, I have an elder sister who is a chartered accountant. So when she was doing her CA is supposed to be one of the hardest courses in India. So when she was doing her CA, one of her teachers asked her, okay, how many hours do you study in a day? And she was like, okay, maybe like 1 or 2 hours in a day. They were like, no, you must study for 5 hours in a day. That's very, very important for a CA student. But she was like, okay. But then, you know what? She actually did a lot better than most of her fellow batchmates, because of the simple reason that whatever time she used for studies, she would use it optimally. The quality mattered a lot more than the quantity. I can still sit for an entire day with a book and still end my entire day without knowing one single line from that book. So, is that being helpful? Not at all. Rather, if I'm just sitting with that book for 1 hour and I'm able to recall something that I learned from that book at the end of the 1 hour, isn't that a lot better than sitting the entire day and trying to do the same thing? Definitely. This is why breaks are very, very important. So, one tip I can give you children here is to follow the Pomodoro technique, because scientifically it's been proven that the human brain cannot focus for more than 20 minutes at a stretch. Okay, so when you design your study sessions, in case you're the kind of child who can manage to focus for like 1 hour at a stretch or 2 hours at a stretch, completely fine with it. That's totally your call. But in case you, like many others, cannot focus for more than 25 or 30 minutes, that's completely normal. Don't label yourself bad, because design your study sessions such that in that 20-25 minutes you must have a goal. Aim to cover one particular topic or one particular small concept, and then take a quick 5 minute break, and then come back, quickly have a recap of what you did. Like, take the first 2 minutes to have a recap of what you did in the first 25 minutes, and then go to the rest of your study session, and so on. Break up your study sessions this way every 20-25 minutes or so, or 30 minutes, whatever is convenient for you, and take at least 5 minutes of break every few minutes. Trust me, this will be very, very beneficial to you. I have also tried this out and it's worked wonders. So, what do you do in those 5 minutes? Strictly do not go and uh, get into social media in those 5 minutes, because that's going to have a very, very negative effect. You won't be coming back within the next 5 minutes for sure. Pakka. Okay, if that's the case, so use your 5 minutes of break wisely. Probably like drink a cup of water, maybe drink some coffee or tea, take some quick snack, maybe eat a cookie or two, take a handful of nuts, whatever you like, or maybe take a quick walk around the house. Sit and meditate if you are the kind of person who, like me, likes the effective deep breathing. If you like that and you feel that deep breathing can calm your mind, definitely do that. Okay, whatever works for you, but stick to 5 minutes. That's it. That's all the rule is. Okay, so breaks are super duper important. Now, make daily study your habit. How do you do that? Now, as I told you at the start of today's session, at the start of the session, does anybody have to come and tell you, come and motivate you to brush your teeth in the morning? Do they have to come and tell you to take a bath every day or get dressed to go to school every day, to ensure that your uniform is ironed every day? Perhaps your parents do take care of some of these things, but brushing your teeth and going to the toilet and taking a shower are all things that we normally do out of our own habits that we have developed, right? Not just these are just examples which I know all of us practice. It can be anything. There are so many such habits that we have developed right from a very, very young age. Ensure that studies also become a habit. So, how do you do this? Regular studies at a specific time will eventually become your habit. Probably for the initial few days or maybe 2 or 3 weeks or so, you might have to force yourself to sit down at one particular time of the day for studies, but after that, trust me, it's going to become your habit. So follow through your new habit by using the 2190 rule. What do I mean by that? Because it's been scientifically proven that it takes 21 days to build a habit. That's it. 21 days. So as I said, those 21 days, if you can somehow manage to make your study sessions interesting, and that too at the same time of the day, it could be like 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. in the morning and 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. in the evening, or anything at all. 1 hour in the morning, 1 hour in the afternoon, 1 hour in the evening, or anything at all. Do it continuously at the same time for 21 days. By then, your brain would have learned that, okay, at this time of the day, I have to be prepared for this particular task. So, yes, it becomes a lot easier. And it takes 90 days to create a lifestyle. When you keep practicing a particular habit for 90 days, for roughly 3 months, it's going to become part of your lifestyle. Just try this out, children, because I think if not now, you're never going to try it out. Okay. So, start small and steady. As I said, take baby steps because right now we are still left with about 5 months to your board exams. Okay, by the month of December, I want all of you guys to be very, very confident that you are very interested in your self study sessions. Okay, so yes, children, very important, focus on progress and not perfection. So these were the 5 tips I wanted to tell you, and this is one last motivational quote I'm giving you. Always, just like the tortoise in the hare and tortoise story, focus on the progress and not perfection, because I have personally committed this mistake so many times. I try to be a perfectionist in a lot of things that I do. Okay, if I do it, it has to be 100%, otherwise I'm not even attempting it. But why? I later, eventually, as I aged, I have realized that that's such a foolish idea, because at least something or the other would be done if I take baby steps towards achieving my goal. So that's very, very important. So let's focus on progress and not perfection. And yes, children, for helping you further with your study sessions, we are always here. To know more about Vedantu's courses, just visit the link which is given in the description box below and apply the coupon code AMBPRO, because we have a lot of interesting programs and at very, very pocket friendly prices designed just there for you. So make use of it right now so that you're completely ready for your final exams. Not just final exams, I would say make you a better person altogether. Thanks a lot, children. Do remember to hit the like button if you have enjoyed this. Share it with all your friends, regardless of what age group they belong to. Doesn't matter. Share it with all your dear friends, especially if they are students. And do remember to hit the subscribe button right now below this video to the channel Vedantu 9th and 10th English, in case you haven't done it yet. Because all of us teachers keep working very hard in providing you, in keeping you updated with complete motivation. We are here to give you the entire package, not just concepts. We will be coming up with more such interesting videos as often as possible. Once again, last line once again. We will be coming up with more and more such videos as often as possible. Okay, so until we meet again, this is Ambika signing off. Take care, stay happy and stay healthy. Bye-bye.